This Russell Group University, located in the heart of London, is not only known for its historic campuses, but also because of its reputation. QS ranks it 40th in the world, Times Higher Education ranks it 36th, and New York Times rates it 22nd globally for its students being the most valued graduates by the business leaders. Today I'm talking about King's College London, and let's get to know more about studying here. Hi, my name is Saket, and if you want to study at this top university in the UK, stick until the end as we're also joined by Khwahish Jain, a student at King's College London, to help you with your application. I'm dropping a link to her winning SOP in the pinned comments and the description that helped her secure her place, and you can use this SOP as an inspiration to draft yours for King's or any other British university you're targeting. Let's start and get to know Khwahish a bit.
So I started my journey from chartered accountancy. I was a finance student, but over the years, basically to be precise, 2 years down the line, I understood I wanted to explore my options. I had a more of creative side and branding side to me as well. So I took a pause and started exploring that through internships and some advanced courses in marketing, to be precise. And that's where once I started with that, I couldn't look back. So I worked for a year in the field of marketing, and then eventually understood that I wanted to do my master's in international aspect of marketing, and that's how I got into this, and then I applied to King's.
Question 1. What programs can I study? So King's has 9 faculties, which includes Art and Humanities, Dentistry, Oral and Craniofacial Sciences, Life Sciences and Medicine, Psychiatry, Psychology and Neurosciences, Law, Natural, Mathematical and Engineering Sciences, Nursing, Social Sciences and Public Policy, and the Business School, which offer a range of UG and PG degrees. So UG degrees are usually 3 years in duration and PG degrees are 1 year. Most programs are only available in the September intake. Now let's ask Khwahish what influenced her decision to choose King's.
KCL was my top choice personally, but yes, I had other options too. I didn't want to personally get into strategic marketing. I wanted to get into more of like consumer behavior, content writing, and that sort of marketing. That is why when I went to King's was my top priority. But when I also checked the modules, I resonated with them more as compared to the other colleges. King's was my much priority, but I had applied to a few more colleges as well to be on a safer side.
Question 2. What are the entry requirements and the documentation? So let's start with UG. 80 to 85% is required for most students from India, but certain courses may need higher scores. Also do note that a few courses may particularly look at good scores in math or science subjects, so do check detailed entry requirements for your course. For PG, I would recommend a 2/1 degree, which is roughly 60 to 69% and is the minimum requirement. English language requirements will also vary, but a 6.5 with 6 in each will be required in IELTS, with some programs also needing 7 with 6.5 in each, and some 7.5 with 7 in each for UG. For PG courses, some courses will require 7 with 6.5 in each, and some will require 6.5 with 6 in each. KCL also accepts PTE and TOEFL. Documents required for UG will be academics, passport, English language scores, references, and a personal statement. PG applicants will require academics, English language scores, passport, CV, references, personal statement, and WorkX documents if applicable. Khwahish also tells us more about documents she had to furnish during her application. Let's hear from her.
So the basic documents which I had applied with during the application process were SOP, CV, 2 LORs. One was professional, one was educational. Then there was transcripts, IELTS report. GMAT and GRE is not basically very compulsory for King's, but since I had already given my GMAT before, I also applied through that score as well. So these were the basic requirements during the documentation process. Nothing very specific except than this.
Question number 3. What does the overall process and timelines look like? So for UG students from India, you can apply only via UCAS. It is a centralized portal to apply for UG courses in the UK and opens in September, a year prior to intake start date. The deadline is January 15 each year, and there is an application fee of £26 for 5 courses and university choices. For masters, you can apply directly on their website by creating an account, filling the form, uploading documents, and paying an application fee between £70 to £150 depending on the course. I would recommend applying by January to ensure that you have a good chance of getting accepted. Also, don't forget to download Khwahish's winning SOP for King's from the description box and the pinned comments. I'm sure it will be of great help. Also, let's hear from her more on her application timelines and experience.
In the month of Jan is what I can remember, and I got my offer letter around April, which is, I think, Kings has a process of a longer period of time to come back with the answers. So what I could understand from the application process is Kings does 2 rounds. Basically, they have, if you have applied around October, November, which is like this early start, that's where the Kings application really starts. You will get your answers around Jan to Feb. But if you have applied on the later half, which is Jan and Feb, you will get your answers around April. I got it around first week of April. The application process was very smooth for me. Since I had all my documentations ready, I had a full-blown application, and nothing like, even my IELTS, everything I had given before I was filling the application. So I had received an unconditional offer. In other cases, you do receive a conditional offer if they have certain kind of documents they want from you, or a specific IELTS score in that case. But I got an unconditional offer. So that is what the application process was. I really didn't give an interview. They didn't ask me for one. But there were very less percentage of students who were asked for interview. So if you have a documentation and if they feel you are eligible enough, they won't ask an interview from you.
Question 4. What are the tuition fee, living costs, and if there are any scholarships? So the tuition fee for UG ranges between 20 to 25,000 pounds per year on an average, which is 20 to 25 lakh rupees. For PG, full degree will cost 30 to 40,000 pounds or 30 to 40 lakhs. Do note that some degrees such as medicine or dentistry will cost higher. For living, expect to set aside 15,000 pounds per year or 15 lakh rupees. Scholarships are available which may offer a part tuition fee waiver as well as a stipend. Khwahish throws some more light on her fees and living costs.
My tuition fees in Kings were approx 30,160 pounds, which is actually on the higher side. There are colleges that provide a lesser option also, so you can go through that too. And the living cost for me around, I lived in a student accommodation, so that's where you can save a bit of money if you want. It was around 1,600 to 1,700 still a month. Other expenses are personal, but you can save around using college accommodations. That's where you can really save. Yeah, that was approx the living and the tuition fee cost.
So that was for today's video. Let me know which other university you would like me to cover in the next video. And before you leave, don't forget to download Khwahish's winning SOP from the pinned comments or the description box. Thank you for watching, and let us catch up in the next one.